9 down, one more angler left to go. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Made his first top 10 right here on Champlain. This is his third top 10 of 2024. From Richmond, Virginia, the barrister, Edward Loughran III. Come on over, Chris. Let's get side by side. We're going to have a great champion either way. Started the day with 63 pounds and 14 ounces. Ed Loughran looking for 16 pounds and 14 ounces. 16 pounds of 14 ounces. 16, 14. He has exactly what it takes to win his very first Bassmaster Elite Series event. The barrister reigns supreme on Lake Champlain. With 80 pounds, 12 ounces, he is your champion, and we talk about it all the time. We say it could be close, it could be a tie. 1 ounce in the right direction, and you are a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. How does that feel, Ed?
That's ridiculous. This was a very weird day. Those were all smallmouth, all brown fish, and I caught several of them on a spot I've never fished before. I was going in to fish a spot. I saw some on the graph right when I dropped my trolling motor, turned around and caught a couple of them, and I can't believe that 16-14 ended up winning this thing. I was trying all day. All my largemouth spots all stopped working. I had one largemouth all day. It was terrible, and I was just hoping to stay in the top 5. So obviously it fished a lot tougher today, and this is a shock.
It definitely a shock. 16-14 with 80 pounds and 12 ounces. You had exactly what it took to get the deal done here this week. You talked to me about it earlier this week, about how important, like how you missed this, being off 2 events and having to watch it. That fueled you, and man, maybe you should take some time off more often.
Yeah, it really wasn't any fun watching the last couple tournaments from the sidelines due to my medical exemption. But, you know, when I came back, oddly enough, I wanted to try to get away from people and not interfere with anybody else because, you know, I'm not fishing for points in this one. So I went to an area of the lake, 30 or 40 miles down lake that I guess not a lot of people fish. Found some fish down there and got really, really lucky. The past 2 days were perfect. I mean, I had big bass one day, the biggest bag each day. It was just magic. So today was not magic, but it turned out to be magic.
You ready to hoist this trophy?
I am.
All right, I'd like to bring out from Tackle Warehouse, I'd like to bring out Kyle Greenlaw to do the handoff and make this official. Other way. The barrister reigns supreme. Ed Loughran wins the Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite at Lake Champlain. Stop number 8, and the barrister reigns supreme on Lake Champlain. His third cut of 2024, and now for the rest of your life, you are a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Ed, what is going through your mind? I mean, you're a lawyer. You guys are never lost for words, but I feel like maybe for the first time you might be a little bit.
I really am. I mean, I had zero thought that I was going to win this thing, and it's cool. I mean, everybody's so great. I mean, I've known a lot of these guys for a long time, like Brandon Palaniuk. A buddy of mine from literally the 80s, Howard Hammonds, is here. And he taught me a lot fishing red man tournaments back in the day. And everybody is just great, even though I'm not out here full time, as you say. I've had a great year so far, even though I missed a couple tournaments. And this is really unbelievable. And so now our house, me, Schmidt, and Cruz have all won one. I was the odd man out. Now I'm not.
You are definitely not the odd man out. Before I get you to hoist that again, any companies you got to thank, people that got you here?
Yeah, I mean, John Cruz with Missile Baits, you know, I've known him forever since he was probably 15 years old. And his baits over the years have helped me so much, and John has helped me so much. I unfortunately lost all of the Missile Baits mini flip jigs early in the week, and so I just had to use one of my homemade jigs. But you know, I was using a Missile Baits trailer on it, and that was what I caught most of my fish on. But also chatterbait. I threw a spunk shad, a missile bait spunk shad on it. My equipment operated flawlessly. I mean, I made, again, 40, 45-mile run each way. Mercury and Bass Cat did great. Awesome boat for rough water. My rod and reel, I mean, Shimano stuff, those big fish, those 5s that I was catching, they're around rocks with zebra mussels. I had to get them up and out, and I had no problems doing that. Just everything worked perfectly. And I guess when everything, you hear people say it. You hear people say when it's your time, everything's going to go right. And that's what I feel happened this week. So I have no idea what next week holds, but this week I won.
Sure did win, and it definitely worked out perfectly for him. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. The barrister reigns supreme on Lake Champlain. The Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite at Lake Champlain belongs to Ed Loughran III. 1 ounce in the right direction. He wins this tournament with 80 pounds and 12 ounces. Chris Johnson finishes in second with 80 pounds, 11 ounces. So close to a tie, but it worked out in the favor of the barrister, and you are an Elite Series champion.
Just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable is the right adjective.